Let's make use of this simple case study to understand the break-even point, or how to find the break-even point from the available information. ABC Incorporation reports the following cost structure at two capacity levels. You have production overhead 1 and 2. So when you are producing 2000 units at 100% capacity, your production overhead for 1 is $3 per unit, and for 2 it is $2 per unit. And when you have production as 1500 units, the production overheads is $4 per unit, and that's for 1, and it's $2 per unit for 2. If the selling price reduced by direct materials and labor is $8 per unit, what would be its break-even point? So from this available information, we have to find what is the break-even point. So how do we find break-even point? Break-even point, the general formula I'll just give here. Break-even point we can find generally as fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So now you have to find the fixed cost, you should find the contribution per unit. So how would you find the fixed cost? How would you find the contribution per unit? So how do we find the contribution per unit? It's simple. Contribution per unit is nothing but selling price per unit minus a variable cost per unit. So if you have the selling price per unit and variable cost per unit, you can find what is the contribution per unit. And here somewhere you have the selling price is $8 per unit. So it's just you have to find what is the variable cost per unit. So how do you find what is the variable cost? Here you have some cost. If you look at here, when your production is 2000 units, your production overheads is $3 per unit. But when your production level comes down, the cost is going up and it is becoming $4 per unit. So what we have to understand is variable cost. Yes, of course, in totality the cost would be variable in nature, but variable cost per unit would be constant always. So this cost is not constant. When your production is 2000 units, you have $3 per unit, and when your production is 1500 units, it has gone up, it is $4 per unit. So this is not a variable cost. So what is variable cost? Variable cost is something where variable cost per unit will be constant. So look at your production overhead number 2. When your production is 2000 units, the variable cost per unit is $2 per unit, and even when it is 1500 units, it is still $2 per unit. So it is variable cost. So now you have the variable cost information, which is $2 per unit, and you also have selling price information, which is $8 per unit. So let's find what is the contribution per unit. So contribution is going to be $8 minus $2. So I'll write here 8 minus 2, and it's going to be $6. So your contribution is $6 per unit. So now you have the denominator, that is contribution per unit. If you actually want to find the break-even point, you should carry the information about the fixed cost also. So how do you find the fixed cost? Remember, fixed cost in terms of value, it will be fixed, let whatever be the changes, but fixed cost per unit will be fluctuating. So it can either go up or it can come down. So let's check how it works. Here you have some information where your production overhead 1 is $3 per unit, right? So we'll try to find the cost of all this. We'll have a small table. Let's try to find the production overhead in terms of value, not in terms of mere per unit, but in terms of value. So I'll write here there's 1, 2. So when you have 2000 units, your production overhead is supposed to be $3 per unit multiplied by 2000 units. So it's going to be $6,000. And when your production has come down to 1500 units, what's happening to the production cost per unit? For one, it is becoming a $4 per unit. So $4 multiplied by 1500, 4 into 1500, and here if you note, the cost is $6,000. So when it is 2000 units, the cost is $6,000, and when it is 1500 units, the cost is still $6,000. So this is remaining fixed. So this is the fixed cost. If you recollect, here we said that this cost is not a variable cost because variable cost per unit will not undergo a change, but fixed cost per unit will undergo a change, but in totality it will not undergo a change. Look at here, the total has not undergone any change, but per unit will undergo a change. And now let's test for the variable cost. Variable cost per unit will not undergo a change, but in totality it will undergo a change. How? We had 2000 units, right? 2000 units multiplied by 2 per unit, $2 per unit, and it was 4000. And when the production had come down to 1500, it had become 2 into 1500, and the cost has come down from $4,000, it has come down to $3,000. So it is variable cost. That's why we have taken $2 as a variable cost per unit. So what you can understand here is, let your production be 2000 units, let it be 1500 units, your cost, your production overhead, one cost is same, so it is a fixed cost. So now you have information about the fixed cost. It is $6,000. So I'll write here, fixed cost is $6,000. So you have information about your fixed cost, that is $6,000. You also have information about your contribution per unit, which is $6 per unit. So finding break-even point shouldn't be a problem now, because break-even point is nothing but a fixed cost, which is $6,000 divided by contribution per unit, which is $6 per unit, and here you get break-even point as 1000 units. That is, if the company manufactures 1000 units, it will not make profit. At the same time, it will not suffer loss also. So the break-even point here is 1000 units.
Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you liked this lecture. If you wish to learn more on the areas related to this topic, check our comprehensive course. I have shared the details and link in the description below. Click, sign up, and enroll. I'll see you inside the course.